Hello, and welcome to Peacock Ridge Farm. I'm Renee Fry, and I am so glad that you're here. I love all things French country and cottage style. I love entertaining my friends and family with beautiful tablescapes and easy and delicious recipes. I love a good room remodel and DIY project. I hope that you will join me here at Peacock Ridge Farm, Elegant Country Living. I'm so glad that you're here. Come on in. Welcome to Elegant Country Living at Peacock Ridge Farm. We're thrilled to have you join us for another exciting episode filled with great furniture refinishing tips, tricks, and ideas. In this episode, we'll show you how to transform old and outdated furniture pieces into beautiful and stylish additions to your home. Whether you're a seasoned DIY enthusiast or just starting out, we've got you covered with our tried and true guidance and insider knowledge. From a vintage church pew and secondhand nightstands to an ordinary builder's grade vanity mirror, we'll take you through the step-by-step process of turning these items into stunning pieces that add charm and character to any room. Our black storage cabinet is perfect for storing dishes, games, linens, and so much more. We'll also show you how to transform outdated dining chairs into beautiful French country dining chairs that will breathe new life into any dining space. With our DIY mirror making techniques, we'll show you how to turn a plain builder's grade mirror into a stunning custom vanity mirror that will make your bathroom feel like a luxurious spa. So grab a cup of tea, sit back, and get ready to be inspired as we take you on a journey of elegant country living at Peacock Ridge Farm. Hello friends! Today we're diving into the world of furniture refinishing, and I have a project that is sure to be at the top of your to-do list. This gorgeous cabinet refinish is going to be a treat for all you DIY enthusiasts out there. I stumbled upon this gem at a thrift store, and it had so much potential. So let's get started with this fantastic transformation. The first thing to note is that this cabinet already had a whitewash coat of finish. But before you start painting, It's crucial to check if there's any wax coating or sealer. If so, a good sanding is in order to ensure the paint adheres properly. For a smoother painting process, I took out the drawers and removed all the hardware. This makes it easier to get an even coat of paint on every surface. Small details matter, especially when it comes to furniture refinishing. Now, onto the paint choice. I opted for a beautiful satin sheen using Sherwin-Williams Tricorn Black. Using a paint roller, I applied the first even layer over the surfaces of the cabinet. For the finer details, like the edges and corners, a paintbrush was the perfect tool. I repeated this process after the first coat was completely dry and continued until I achieved the desired depth of color. In total, I applied 3 coats of paint. Patience is definitely key in furniture refinishing. After applying the final coat, allow the cabinet to dry for at least 24 hours before using. This ensures the paint cures properly and results in a long-lasting finish. Once the paint has fully dried, it's time to reapply the hardware. This step adds the finishing touch and brings the entire piece together. And there you have it. Our once overlooked thrift store find has transformed into a stunning multi-purpose storage cabinet. The satin sheen of the Sherwin-Williams Tricorn Black gives it a touch of elegance, and it's now ready to find its place in my cottage. Just look at this beauty. It's perfect as a buffet, for displaying dishware, or even storing games. The best part of refinishing furniture is not just the joy of creating something new, but also the cost effectiveness. This entire project only cost a few dollars at a thrift store. I hope you enjoyed seeing this journey of refinishing a storage cabinet. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure to hit that button and ring that bell so that you don't miss a thing. If you've got your own refinishing projects, share them in the comments below. Until next time, happy refinishing. Today we've got a fantastic segment for you. How to easily refinish a beautiful vintage church pew. If you've been eyeing that old piece of furniture, wanting to bring it back to life, you're in the right place. Whether it's for your home entryway or even your patio, this step-by-step tutorial will guide you through the process, turning that worn-out piece into something that you will love for years to come. Now, before we jump into this step-by-step tutorial, let's talk about the magic we're about to create. Refinishing vintage furniture not only adds character and charm to your home, but it also is a rewarding process. So what will you need for this transformation? Of course, you're going to need that vintage piece of furniture, a scraper, a shop broom or brush, work gloves, a paint roller, a paintbrush, drop cloth, a paint tray, and your choice of paint. Personally, I prefer using Super Paint. It's a paint and primer in one. It provides better coverage and saves you time and money from having to apply multiple coats. Before I begin a project, I make sure to check the condition of my furniture. I look for nails or splinters that need removing, and also ensure that the piece is sturdy enough to sit on. Some repairs may be necessary. Next, scrape off any loose paint or debris. Great prep work makes all the difference in the final outcome of your project. And if you're like me and love that rustic chippy paint, don't be afraid to leave some blemishes for that charming weathered look. I knew that I wanted to put this pew in my chicken coop, so I wanted it to look a bit rustic. Now, dust off all the debris from your furniture before you start painting. You wouldn't want all your hard work to end up with debris stuck in the paint finish. And here comes the fun part, painting. Grab your paint roller to paint the larger areas and a smaller brush for the corners and tight spaces. Apply nice, even layers until the entire piece is fully coated. Enjoy the transformation happening right before your very eyes. Once you've painted to your heart's content, it's time to exercise some patience. Sometimes this step is easier said than done. Let your project dry and cure for at least 24 to 48 hours. This step is crucial for achieving a durable and long-lasting finish. And there you have it. Our vintage church pew has undergone a stunning transformation. It's now ready to grace my chicken coop with its rustic charm. Refinishing vintage furniture is not only a fun and satisfying project, but it's also something that anyone can do. The potential for your upcycled furniture is boundless. So don't be afraid to get started. Please be sure to subscribe to our blog for even more DIY ideas at peacockridgefarm.com, and follow me on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook. But especially, please follow me right here on YouTube. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you don't miss a thing. Until next time, friends. Today, I'm excited to share my lake house dining room with you. We're diving deep into the art of refinishing, restoring, and reviving these classic beauties. This segment is all about transforming your dining chairs into stunning pieces with character and vintage charm. If you love that timeless vintage style like I do, then you're in for a real treat. We'll be sharing an easy and affordable way to update old chairs. So let's dive into this step-by-step guide. Vintage charm doesn't have to come with a hefty price tag. By exploring thrift stores, antique shops, and estate sales, you can add that unique touch to your home without breaking the bank. It's a fantastic way to find quality pieces and breathe new life into your space. I stumbled upon this dining table and 8 chairs secondhand. And guess what? The entire set was only $150. What a deal! With a bit of tender loving care, some elbow grease, a touch of personal style, and the addition of linen chair covers, this dining room set has become a beautiful focal point. It's the perfect spot for family meals or game nights, adding so much beauty to my dining room. I always say, the heart of the home is around the dining table. That's why I wanted to make our dining room at the lake house truly magical. The view is spectacular, but the dining room itself was lacking a bit of charm. So one of the best ways to infuse that charm is by buying used items and giving them a fresh new start. Luckily, these dining chairs were in pretty good shape when I bought them, but they needed a finish to preserve their gorgeous color. For this project, all you need is a power drill, a soft bristle brush, a soft cloth, a drop cloth, and sealing wax. I opted for Dixie Belle Best Dang Wax in white. The first thing that I did was to remove the seats for easier application. This is a quick and easy process with a power drill. Using a soft bristle brush, I coated an even layer of wax on the wood surfaces of the chair, ensuring to get into all the crevices in fine detailing. The wax adds a protective layer and enhances the natural beauty of the wood. Let the wax cure for about 20 to 30 minutes, then buff the surface in a circular motion with a clean, lint-free cloth. This step gives the chairs a smooth and polished finish, bringing out the richness of the wood. Once the wax is applied and buffed, put the seats back on. To add a touch of softness and vintage elegance, I found these sweet ruffled linen seat covers on Amazon. Don't they look absolutely lovely? And there you have it, A simple yet effective way to bring character and vintage charm to your dining chairs. Remember, adding vintage elements not only dresses up your dining area, but also brings life to the room, sparking conversations around topics from different eras with your guests. If you enjoyed this transformation, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more DIY inspiration, and share your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you don't miss a thing. Thank you so much for watching. Hello and welcome to Peacock Ridge Farm. I am so glad that you're here today. I am going to show you how to update your furniture with style. Come on, I'll show you how. I love these nightstands. They have so many great details, but the black is just too harsh for the room that I'm putting them in. Ideally, I would have taken out the drawers and the cabinet door. However, I can't get the drawers out, so I am going to do 2 very light coats of paint and hope it goes well. I'm using Dixie Belle's Sandbar. What I love about Dixie Belle paints is you don't have to do a ton of prep. So I've already cleaned the cabinets with White Lightning and rinsed them well. And now I'm just going to go ahead and roll on some paint. I'm probably going to do 2 coats of the Sandbar. After it's dry, I'm going to go ahead and add some white wax. Come on, let's get started. Another thing that I like about Dixie Belle paints is if the paint is a little too thick for the project that you're working on, it's okay to go ahead and water it down a little bit until it's the consistency that you like. I let the paint dry overnight, so now it's good and cured. This is what it looks like with just the paint. So if you can tell that the detail just does not stand out and it's very flat. This nightstand has had the wax put on it already, and you can tell that the detail is just really standing out and the finish just has more depth. Adding the wax is super easy. I am using Dixie Belle's Best Staying Wax in white. I'm also using the sponge applicator. I just dip in with the applicator and just rub it over my cabinet, making sure that the wax is getting into all of the crevices so that the details really shine. And then you just buff it right back off and it leaves a beautiful finish.
You really want to get into the corners on here. You can use the edge of the sponge to really get into the crevices here. And now I'm just going to let it dry for about 3 or 4 hours before I put the hardware on.
And that's it. Wasn't it so easy? You are going to want to do this on all of your furniture. Thank you so much for stopping by today. I always enjoy our time together. Please follow me on Facebook.com/Peacock Ridge Farm, on Instagram at Peacock Ridge, on Pinterest and YouTube. But especially, please follow me on my blog at peacockridgefarm.com. Blessings to you.
Hello and welcome to Peacock Ridge Farm. I am so glad that you're here. Today I am going to show you how to upgrade your plain old vanity mirror by creating a beautiful frame. It is so quick and easy and very affordable, and it is going to look gorgeous. Come on, I'll show you how. The first thing that I need to do is to measure how high and how wide my space is. I have a total of 80 inches wide. Come on, let's go cut our first board. I'm in my workshop and I'm going to go ahead and measure out the length that I need. Let's go ahead and give it a Let's go see how it fits. Okay, we're going to go ahead and dry fit this and make sure that it fits well. I am going to attach a lintel trim piece at the bottom of my board and a crown to the top of my board for a little more interest. To get them all perfectly cut at the same length, I'm going to go ahead and attach them now and then cut them. So now you see the lintel, my main board, and my crown. Now I'm going to run the end through the saw and they will all match up perfectly even. Now that my base piece is dry, I'm going to go ahead and put adhesive on the side pieces and stick it up. I'm using some blue tape to tape it tightly to the mirror and to the wall to make sure that it holds it snugly in place until the glue dries. And now I'll do the other side. And I'm going to let that dry for 24 hours before I prime and paint. Now that the adhesive has had a chance to dry overnight, now I am just going to tape off the wall and the mirror so that I can get this painted. Now that I have the mirror completely taped off, I've laid down a drop cloth, and now I am using a paintbrush and I'm going to do 2 very light coats. By doing 2 light coats instead of a heavy coat, it aids in having a smoother finish and no drips. After I let the first coat dry, I'll go back over and fill in with any spackle and some caulk. And now I will just caulk all of my seams. And that's it. Doesn't it look amazing? It makes such a difference in this room, and I absolutely love it. I sure hope that you will give it a try.
Thank you so much for stopping by today. I always enjoy our time together. Please be sure to follow me on my blog at peacockridgefarm.com, on Pinterest, Instagram, and Facebook. But especially follow me right here on YouTube. Make sure you push that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you don't miss a thing. Blessings to you.